de crise, o verbo poupar ganha naturalmente uma nova dimensão. Mais ainda quando o incentivo parte de um dos mais conhecidos chefes de cozinha. Assim que conversou em Londres e em exclusivo com Jamie Oliver, a propósito do seu livro mais recente.
Discreta e secundária, ninguém diria que a Nile Street, à margem do centro londrino, acolhe o centro de um dos maiores impérios culinários do planeta. Num espaço tão aberto quanto sereno, o mundo de Jamie Oliver começa aqui. Gente nova e não excessiva são a versão moderna dos Few Happy Few que Shakespeare imortalizou em Henrique V. Primeira vai ser a edição do novo livro de Oliver, twist gastronómico que promete fazer muito com muito pouco.
The principles of what's in the book is nothing new, you know, especially mothers, nonnas, you know, they've been clever for many thousands of years. In maybe 50, 60, 70-year-old cookbooks in Britain, they used to have household management books where it would be the cleaning and the pharmacy and the food and how you can be clever and how you can fix tables and, you know, and I think really what I've done is sort of research and look at as many things as possible. And then make it more current and more modern. At the same time, look at food. I don't. If it was really about spending the smallest amount of money, of course I could have done a book with much cheaper money. You know, the average price of a meal in this book is £1.32, which is €1.55, okay, per portion.
Herdar a arte antiga para poupar nos tempos modernos. Jamie concilia passado e presente em nome de princípio inflacionado pelos tempos dominados pela inflação.
The motivation of writing this book was the public asking on social media like good recipes that are tasty, that happen to be really good value, help us save money. I think at the same time in the environment, you know, waste is a massive issue and a problem. 40% of food that we buy in England is wasted in 40% of what we buy in England is wasted in the bin. So there's, you know, in my personal opinion, I think there's money to be saved on waste, and there's also money to be saved from being a little bit strategic and clever about what recipes you want to eat.
Racionalizar a verba implica raciocinar a sua aplicação. O conceito dirige-se ao grande público, mas é transversal a qualquer forma de sucesso. A gastronomia não é, nem poderá ser, exceção.
If us chefs treated our homes like if us chefs treated our restaurants like we treat our home, with 40% waste, we'd all be bankrupt. Do you know what I mean? So I think to be a chef, to be a restaurant, to survive, you have to kind of use lots of tricks and be clever about food and so hopefully people will understand that in the book.
O livro é, pois claro, receituário. De comida como se espera, de alerta como se insinua, de filosofia como se deseja.
You know, I wanted the book to be a safe place for people to come and really be economical all the time. Not some of the time, not this recipe or that recipe, you know, all of the recipes. And at the same time, I didn't want to say, oh no, I'm so sorry, you're going to spend less and the food's going to be nice, but okay, you know, I don't do that. You know, the food's got to be amazing, it's got to be colourful, it's got to be dynamic, it's got to be from around the world, it's got to be, you know, it's obviously in my style, it's got to be the kind of food that's exciting me right now. So we've got all sorts of, you know, from old English dishes to Portuguese dishes, you know, we've got Asian dishes, curries, I mean, there's a whole style of stuff. It's exciting, you know.
As receitas decoram as páginas, aqui e ali preenchidas com uma espécie de admirável mundo novo, de ingredientes, misturas, surpresas que remetem para o clássico que nunca tinha pensado nisto, ou até para o que já se pensou e provou vezes sem conta, contada uma vez mais.
I pretty much followed it, apart from the recipe I was given had no colour on the top of the potatoes, and I couldn't help but to take the lid off and give it a little bit of colour. And this was my bad habit. But I said it in the book. I kind of said, look, the traditional way, don't do this, but I couldn't help but do this. But actually, honestly, I've never seen fish cooked like this. And of course, what was beautiful about the dish, and when I cook a dish, then all my testers cook it as well, is the kind of harmony of the potatoes and the fish and the fragrant vegetables just becoming this one beautiful thing.
Sabores e saberes em páginas que sugerem poupança e acesso a mesa farta em tempo de gritante escassez. Se contado ninguém acredita, testado é bem capaz de dar certo.
Largo